here. Open. Fight for it. Fight for it. Fight for it. Good. 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 All the way out to that end range again. Get there, get there, get there. Go. Get there, get there, get there. And relax.
I feel like I was giving labor.
That's another tool you're going to have for life and for your golf swing.
I don't care about life, I just care about golf swing. 高尔夫健身中比练力量更重要的其实是关节的灵活性。我所在的健身房，他们的创始人赛斯博士是琼拉姆和克拉克的理疗师和健身教练，有很多创新的理念和方法。今天我们就让他们的教练 Grant 带我一起按照世界第一的方法上一节高尔夫健身课。Nice to see you, Grant. Welcome to the channel.
Good to see you, Rizan.
Yeah. So do you want to very quickly talk about what Golf Athletica offers and why it's different from other golf fitness centers and what we are going to do for today's session?
Absolutely. So here at Golf Athletica, some of the interesting things in our training world that we work on are specifically kind of four worlds of strength. Joint preparations are the first one, and that's kind of the gateway to get into everything for our strength training. We're going to work a lot of that on the joint work today. That's kind of the prerequisite for a lot of our other strengths that we're going to work on. From there, we're going to focus on max effort strength, speed strength, and reactive strength. And all four of those things are what combine to make an athlete a great athlete and give them the tools to give their body the best ability to do what they want to do on the golf course. Today, we're going to be focusing on a lot of our hip mobility, focusing on Rizan's external and internal hip mobility, which will help in both the backswing and for the getting fully to the lead foot in the follow through. So hopefully you can feel a little bit of this difference in the strength work and the joint work in your golf swing coming up.
Good. Let's go. Let's get started.
All right, cheers.
开始。
All right, so we're going to start off with working on some of our cars. These are how we like to warm up before we do any strength work, and this can also be used for a warm up for your golf game.
Okay.
We're going to start with our cat-cows, working segmentally from flexion to extension. We're going to start at that tailbone, working one vertebrae up to the top, and then coming back into extension the same way.
Okay.
So let's come down to all fours, hands and knees, and we're going to go into full flexion of the back. So we're going to round this spine as much as you can, going all the way up to this position here. So maintaining flexion in this upper part of his back, we're going to start to segmentally drop into extension, trying to feel one vertebrae at a time, working our way all the way down into extension here. Good, 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 good. And then stay pausing right there, holding extension in this upper back, and then coming back up into flexion here. Yep, really slowly. Notice that we're seeing a little bit of shaking here. This is actually a good input, knowing that we're getting into some of the tissues that have been maybe a little bit quiet and hibernating, so we're waking those guys up. Good. And just notice real quickly how his hips have kind of shifted back from over his knees. So we're going to reset that real quick. So Rizan, come back forward for me.
Okay.
There we go. So right there. Notice we have the hips stacked on top of the knees, shoulders on top of the wrists. Good. So we're going to try to maintain that position. Go back up into flexion again here. So now we're going to start back dropping down in here. So without shifting the hips back, he's going to try to drop into extension. Yep. So drop that down. Down here. Down here. Good. Good. Now holding that. Good. Come back up into flexion, back at that low back. There we go. How are these feeling today?
Okay.
Okay. They're a lot more challenging than they look. Good. Drop down here. And just more about trying to figure out how to access all of these vertebrae that we have in our back. Most people, when they're doing cat-cow, are moving probably in one spot, probably in this TL junction right about here. Good. Come back up into my fingers. So learning how to control all of these segments is going to be really important to have a healthy spine first and foremost, and then beyond that, a high-performing spine, which our spine's involved in pretty much everything. One more rep for me. Drop down here. Good. Notice he's getting a little bit more improvement and through this motion each rep he does. So that's why we like to see these ideally every day. Kind of just to maintain these joints on our spine. Perfect. Great job, Rizan. Okay, we're going to go into our hip cars next.
Okay.
Do you remember the hip cars? We're going to do them from all fours.
Oh, like this?
So remember, we have something balancing on our low back here.
Yeah.
You're going to keep your knee bent the entire time. We'll start with your right leg first.
Okay, sure.
So you're going to bring your knee up towards your chest. Come up to your chest first.
Like this.
There we go. Good. Then abduct out to the side. Reach up to my hand. Good. You're going to internally rotate as the knee extends back. Try and keep this down here. Yep. Keep reaching that knee back as far as you can. And then you're going to scoop back up to the chest. That'll complete our circle here. Good. Now we're going to go the other way. So extend back. Oh, no, stay on the same leg.
Same leg.
Yep, now extend back and draw the circle the other way.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. And then reach out to your armpit, rotate out. Good. And then lower back down. Good. We're going to give you a little cue here. I want you to try to quiet this part of your body down as much as you can. So I want to see no movement through the torso as your hip does that same circle. Let's go again on the same leg. Good. Abduct out. Good. Internally rotate, extend back. Very nice. Much better through this middle part of the torso. Come all the way up to the chest. And make sure you don't round when you come up to the chest. There we go. Good. Extend back. Rotate out to your armpit. Much better. Much more quiet through this area, so we're getting focused more into our hip. Let's do one more lap here. Internally rotate, extend. Good. Up to the chest. And then rewind back. Rotate out. Very nice. Let's go to the left leg.
Okay. Same thing, right?
Same thing. So remember, keeping torso really stable. Internally rotate, extend back. Good. Try to keep this knee a little bit more bent. So you're trying to feel like you're squeezing something right here. Can you squeeze more? Squeeze more. There you go. Good. Nice. Now extend back. Rotate out to your armpit. Yep, good. Lower back in front of the chest. Nice. Let's go again. Internally rotate, extend. Much better on the knee bend. Come back up to the chest. Good. Extend back. Let's go ahead and rotate, find your armpit. Good. Think about rotating this way externally. Yeah, there you go. Come all the way up to the armpit. Yep, nope, up to my hand up here. Yep. And then come way up here. Way up here. There we go.
Okay.
Let's do one more.
Okay.
See if we can get that last half dialed in there. Good, good, good. And then extend back. Good. Rotate to the armpit. Try and reach all the way up to your armpit. Try and touch your knee to your armpit. Nope, get your knee up to here.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Yep. There you go. Good, good, good. And come on down. Perfect. All right, let's come up standing for our shoulder cars. Some good intensity there, right?
Yeah.
What level effort would you say you were working on those?
Just now?
Yeah.
Like 9.
Perfect. So we'll talk a little bit about intensity too. Like working harder in these is a challenging thing, but obviously Risong's finding some tension throughout his body, which is helping keep the torso stable and also getting the stimulus that we want. So good work on that. So let's go ahead and face forward here. We'll create tension with our left arm. So this left arm's just not going to move by our side. We're going to keep tension into our belly, tension into your legs. So everything from on this whole left side is going to be nice and tight.
Okay.
Right arm's going to be doing some shoulder cars. So we're going to sweep that right arm up, palm up. You're going to externally rotate, bring your bicep up towards your ear. Good. From here, you're going to internally rotate. Feel that bicep turn in. Reach back to me, and then come all the way down to your hip. Freeze right there. Keep that chest square to the camera. Extend back. Good. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Reach up. Very nice. Okay, you still at a level 9 out of 10 here?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's do one more at 9 out of 10. Go. Good, good. Up into flexion, internally rotate, extend back. Try to keep that shoulder a little bit more forward this way. Good. And then extend back from there, reach back. Feel that unwinding of that bicep. Good. And down. Good, let's do 2 on that left arm.
Okay.
Now. So we're gonna create tension on the right side.
Sure.
All right, so we're doing the left arm now. So we're gonna tension this right side, tension into the belly, tension into the legs again. Go ahead and start to reach across the body. Adduct into flexion. Good, internally rotate, extend back. Better on the chest here. We're keeping a little more square forward. Good, come all the way to the hip, and then reach back from there. Start to unwind, get that bicep all the way back up to the ear. Great job, great job. Start to slowly pull down. Nice, and one more good rep like that.
It's just the rotation on the back was
Like right here, right?
No, the other way.
Oh, coming back.
Yeah, coming back.
Okay.
That one was the hardest part.
All right. Good. A little more square again.
Okay.
Yep. I'll take a shorter circle without turning the chest. Just do as much as you can without turning. Much better. Much better. Good. Good. Nice job. So that's pretty normal just to have a little bit of deficiency kind of in this back part of the circle, right? So just into extension is hard to work back here.
Right, just that moment.
And we'll see kind of the circle kind of comes a little bit more almost in plane with the body. And that will build. So as you do more, you'll see this arm will get farther back without having to rotate through your thoracic spine.
Sure.
So we're learning how to keep our shoulder a shoulder, T-spine a T-spine. Sometimes when the shoulder isn't working how it wants to or should be, we're going to get a little bit of compensation through that mid-back area.
Yeah.
So just learning what those things are is important. Okay, last one here for our warm-up is going to be some shoulder blades. I don't know how you turn to the side. Go ahead and face this way for me. Yep. So let's go chest up or shoulders up to the sky. Good. Punch them forward. So you're going to protract forward. Good. Pull them down to the floor. And then squeeze back here. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Good. Up to the sky again. Punch them forward. Good. Pull them down and squeeze them back. Let's do one more lap. Elevate up. Good. Protract forward. Depress down and retract back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Could freeze right there. Now you're going to protract forward from there. Good. Elevate up to your ears. Good. Retract back, staying high. Good. Depress back down. Nice. Protract forward again. Elevate up. Good. Squeeze, retract back, and depress down. Beautiful. How are we feeling?
Just warm up?
Just warming up? Okay. All right, perfect. So we touched a few of our joints today, just that we're going to be working our hips, our spine, our shoulder, our scapula. So this is kind of a general warm-up for some of the areas that we're going to be working today. We could go through a full CARS routine, but just for time purposes, we're just going to hit those important ones. All right, so we're going to set up in 90-90, which the name of this position is for the joints. Let's go ahead and face this way, Risong. Yeah, there we go. I like the mats just to kind of serve as a guideline of where our joints should be at, or our bones should be at, a better way to put it. Sure. So we have our shin bone here is going to be parallel to the front of the mat. Our foot's going to be ankle's going to be at 90 degrees, our hips at 90, our back knees at 90, and then our back foot's at 90. This is just a general position that we're going to try and shoot for. Sure. If at any point we have any tension or pain in our knees, that's going to be something we want to think about trying to modify the position to get the tension out of that area. That's our only kind of red flag that we want to look for in this position is knee stuff going on. So as long as we aren't feeling knee stuff, 2 thumbs up, cramps are okay, stretching's okay. So we're just going to shoot for that. So first thing we work on is our passive stretch in this position. So we're going to think about our pelvis doing an anterior tilt. So if my pelvis is here, I'm going to think about tilting that pelvis forward, thinking of my tailbone slightly lifting up behind me. So if this is Risong's pelvis here, he's going to tilt forward until he feels a stretch on the back side and underside of this left hip, and maybe something into this right capsule over here as well. Are you feeling this left side? Yeah. Perfect. And then from here, our strategy is just to work on some good breathing, okay? My favorite tempo for breathing here is a 4 count in and 8 count back out. So we're thinking twice the duration on the exhale. So if you can think about taking an inhale for 4 counts for me, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Did you feel a little bit of softening of the tissue with that exhale breath? Yeah. So that you can spend a lot more time on your own just really sinking into these passive stretches and using breath, specifically the exhale part of the breath, to allow that tissue to do its relaxing. Also good for our mind brain, just to be in that space of breathing. So we're going to do a little kinetic stretching in this position. This is a fun one. First, we're going to do a little priming of that front leg just to feel what it feels like to pull our regressive tissue into this position. So Risong's going to push both hands into the floor. He's going to lift this front shin up towards my hand, and he's going to hold right there. Are you feeling all the stuff on this front part of your thigh? And you're just gonna hold here for about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lower down. Perfect. So now we have a little connection to what that tissue is on the front side of our thigh. This is our regressive tissue that we're gonna be working to pull our torso down into a forward folded position. So now he's gonna bring his hands up to prayer. His belly button is gonna reach past his shin to my finger way up here. At the same time, when he's leaning forward with his torso, he's gonna think about pulling the shin towards his chest. So he's trying to move them towards each other. At the bottom, he's gonna push this shin down into the floor as his torso goes back up to the tall position. All right, let's see how he does. Belly button reaching here, shin is pulling to the chest. Yep, pull yourself down as low as you can go. Go, 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 go. Good, right about here, he's gonna drive his front shin into the floor. Good, push the left shin into the ground and start to sit back up tall. Good, slowly, yes, the speed is perfect. So he's taking a lot of time under tension here. This is a good thing for strength. Good, and let's go right away again. As soon as he gets up, shin is lifting, torso is hinging, belly button forward, long spine, longer spine, taller. Yes, there we go, good, good, good. Drive the shin, push into the ground. Good, all the way tall, 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 good, good, good. Now we're gonna do one more good rep. Good, hinge forward, belly button forward again, shin is lifting. Drive the shin to the ground, slowly coming back tall. All right, and then he can put his hands to the floor and relax. Very nice. Effort level on this one,
That's
how
10, that's definitely 10.
That's 10 out of 10, I love it. So these are the ones, we do like to see a pretty high effort level on this one. And if you get to that 10 out of 10, the good news is you get to decrease your reps. So we're just gonna do 3 good solid reps when you're working at a pretty high intensity. The reason being is you can't do much more after that, right? You should be pretty gassed after those 3 reps. If you feel like after 3 reps you're not too tired, you just worked at a lower intensity, which is okay. And that's where you potentially could do this for a little bit longer time if you're working at a lower intensity. We're gonna do one more thing from this side today, just to review his trail hip hinge. He's gonna bring his right hand behind his back.
Right.
There we go. Yep, so we're a little more open with the chest, and we're being kind of a little more free here with what our pelvis is doing on this one, so I'm gonna let you have the pelvis move. There are some setups where we can constrain the pelvis, and we're getting a little more specific into the capsule, but we're gonna do them kind of all together today. This front shin's gonna rotate into the ground, so if I kind of come over here and pull on his knee, he's not gonna let me win. He's gonna keep this glued to the ground the entire time, okay? I'll come check on that to make sure that's still active over here. So keeping this pushing into the ground, you're gonna rotate this right knee back to my hand here, feeling that right hip open up. So we're feeling a little bit of separation here. As soon as you feel like you hit a wall, I want you to feel like you push into that wall for a few seconds, maybe 1, 2, and then start to internally rotate all the way back to the floor. So we're gonna control both directions. Notice it's really easy to let this leg just fall back down. He's doing a great job controlling back to the floor. Even though gravity will do the work, Risong's controlling this motion. Front shin to the ground again, start to open that back knee up. I'm gonna come check on this to make sure nothing's moving. Good, I feel tension here, which is what we wanna see. Good, push into that wall. Good, and then slowly rotate back down. Very nice. Okay, he's gonna fight me for this last rep. So front shin to the ground. Okay, beat me, go. Yep, rotate. Good, more. There we go. Fight for it, fight for it, fight for it. All the way back to that wall. Get there, more, more, more. Good, good, good. Now internally rotate back down. This is where you're gonna feel like you need a lot more tension to get back down. Yes. Good, keep that front shin glued. There we go. All the way down. More, more. Good, good, good. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so we just did some good inputs on our hip. We're gonna recheck back in with our hip cars real quick, a couple on both hips just to feel how things have changed a little bit, and then we'll reset on the other side and we get to do it all over again.
Yeah, sounds good.
So we're back to that quadruped position, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, going to right knee to chest.
Right knee.
Yep, so give me one hip car each direction on this
Sure.
hip. Yep. And then your job is to just feel any changes from before and after what we did on those hip inputs. Nice. Good. Let's do one on the left side. Good job. How did that feel to you from before?
I think it's a little easier for me to extend it a little more.
Out to the sides?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit more better abduction out there?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So just fun fact about our hips. We have 6 directions of our hips, how we move. We have flexion, extension, adduction, and then internal and external rotation.
Yeah.
Internal and external rotation are the gateway to all the other 4. So the better we have internal and external rotation of any joint in our body except our spine, that's the one exception, we're going to improve all of our other linear patterns, which is kind of fun. So if I get better internal rotation, my extension and flexion get easier automatically.
Yeah.
And that's the fun part about rechecking these things, is we see how that improvement is, that whole global thing already happens.
Sure.
Doesn't mean we can't train flexion and extension by themselves, but if we do the rotational stuff first, it just makes it easier to do the linear stuff.
Got
So
it.
let's go ahead and set back up into 90-90.
Okay. So, like this?
Yep, exactly. So passive stretch on this one. So we have the bowl again. Our pelvis is just tipping forward. Both hands can be on the ground, so you can bring this one forward here too. Yep. So we're letting this pelvis just tip forward, tailbone's lifting up in the back, stretching into that right glute, left internal hip capsule. Back to our strategy of breath again. We're going to do our 4 count in, 8 count out. Let's do 3 rounds of that for me. So we got inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, exhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. A little bit of relaxation on this one too.
Yeah.
Good. Again, you can take a little longer on your own, but we're just going to do a couple rounds just to get the nervous system to kind of unload this and unguard this area for some work. Priming, front leg lifting, hands to the floor.
Yeah.
Put your left hand up here. Yep. Good. Front shin's going to lift up to me. Perfect. Feeling all the stuff on the front side of our hip.
Yep.
You feel it there?
Yep.
Okay, this is our regressive tissue again. This is the stuff we want to feel us pulling into this kinetic stretch. Good, go ahead and lower down. Good, relax there for a second. Hands are coming up to prayer again.
Okay.
Remember, long spine on this. That's where we feel our spine almost extending as we flex the hip. So front shin is lifting to chest, belly button reaching to my finger. Longer spine, longer. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Good, good, good. And you just come as low as you can without your hands touching, and then right there, push your shin to the floor, come all the way up tall. Great speed, good. And number 2, hinge down, front shin up, long spine, belly button reaches out. Pull yourself down, pull yourself down. Good, drive the shin. Press tall, press tall, press tall. Good, and one more. It's all right. Short rest if we need to.
Yeah, the wrist side.
Good. Shin up, long spine. Good, good, good. Come on down, and drive the shin. Slowly coming up tall. Great effort, Risong. Good, good, good. And then relax for a second. So coming back to our intensity again.
This part is the hardest part.
The back hip.
Yeah,
Are you getting a little cramp back here?
A little bit.
A little bit. How does that feel?
Trying to not give up.
You're doing a great job. So this is probably one of the biggest kind of eject buttons I see with people as we start to do this hinging forward. This back hip just goes into full spasm.
Yeah.
Our ideal world, we're working, this is our eject button, we're working kind of right up next to it. And then eventually that eject button kind of starts to move up a little higher so I can work at a more intense in this capsule area without getting that eject button to push me out of it.
Okay.
Eventually this will get stronger. So this is a weak cramp. That's why I'm okay with this cramp being kind of here. and working that capacity up, we'll start to see the cramp start to go away, which is that's the win for you working into it.
Yeah.
And once we know that, I feel like it's a lot easier to work through these uncomfortable areas, because before I knew these cramps were good for me, I would run from them like all heck too. But now it's one of those things, if I can work into it, all of a sudden they start to disappear. And then I have control of that area, which that's the goal of all this stuff, is to get control of these joints. And that's another tool you're gonna have for life and for your golf swing. So win, win, win. Okay, we're gonna work on that trail hip hinge next. So you're in a perfect position, so stay right there. Yep.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Left hand behind you, good. So front shin, give me a little isometric. You're rotating this into the floor. So don't lose that, don't lose that. It's gotta stay constant. This knee opening up to my hand. Yep, as far as we can go. Good, keep that down. Yep, there we go. Good. Once you hit your wall here, we're pushing into that wall again. This is a little like pseudo-isometric in our end range. And then slowly coming back down. Yep, good control, love it. Checking in with that front leg, making sure we still have pressure there. Yep, good. And then we'll open up again. And we're just seeing if we can maybe crack a millimeter open every time we do this. And even if we don't get a millimeter, we're gonna get pressure change at end range. Yes, push into that wall. Good, and then slowly rotating back down. Good, one more rep, we're gonna fight me.
Yeah.
Good. Don't win, don't let me win. Good, push here. Open, fight for it, fight for it, fight for it. Good, good, good. All the way up to that end range again. Get there, get there, get there. Yep, now push here. Good, now push back down. Rotate in, internally. Go, go. Feel that hip capsule pull down, pull down, pull down. All the way, go, go, go. Get there, get there, get there. And relax. Beautiful, Risong.
I feel like I was giving labor.
That's the effort level we want. That's the stuff that's gonna make change in our system. Honestly, a lot of people don't figure that out, and they just want to go through these motions without any intensity, and they are never going to see any change. So this is the quickest way to make your body force itself to make these adaptations and change.
Sure.
Great work. Just like our other side, we're going to recheck back in with those hip bars.
And you said it's going to be good for our life and golf swing. I was almost going to say, I don't care about life, I just care about golf swing.
This is true for a lot of people. Let's go back to all fours. All right, so let's see one tick-tock on each hip again. Okay. So again, just trying to recalibrating what our brain senses with this.
Do you want me to start from the left or?
You take your pick. I don't care which leg you do
left.
first. Yeah, we're gonna do them both. Good. Getting a little bit of pelvic movement here, so I'm just gonna cue that down.
Oh, I see.
Yep. And that's a tough one to figure out. Like, what is our pelvis and what is our hip? Those things are tough to differentiate sometimes. Good. And show me that right side. One thing you can imagine is something balancing right here on your low back. So imagine if I set a glass of water here and I said, don't spill it while you do your hip car. Sometimes that helps just have that image of what's behind you on your tailbone. There you go. Good. Good. So I didn't see hardly any movement here in this right side lift up compared to the other side. Yep. Super good. Does that water image help you a lot?
Yes, it does.
So whatever gets you to kind of get that image of what keeping this, from rotating like this while you're in that position, it's going to be something just to figure out.
Okay.
Over time, you're going to have just more and more awareness of what that stuff is and where you're rotating and where you're not rotating from. So, all right, so we're going to set up in 90-90 again.
Okay.
I'm going to do one more little input into some lift offs next. So let's set up on that first side again. So left leg forward, right leg back. Yep, perfect. So how we're going to focus on this is we're going to do a little bit of internal rotation capsule work on our back hip. This is a new one for you, by the way, so we haven't done this one before.
Okay.
So your hands are in a perfect position. I want your hands kind of in that reclined position behind you. This one, there's no black and white way to find the stretch. This is more about scanning to find where your capsule is going to find the best stretch. So everyone, and even on each side, might be in a different position, which is okay. So it's more about the feel here. Again, coming back to 90-90 stuff, making sure no knees. So sometimes we get knee stuff, lateral, medial, never good. We need to avoid that at all costs. So do you have any knee tension here at all?
I don't think so.
Perfect. That's the answer I like to hear. But if you ever do, sometimes that, maybe a month down the road you do, I want you to avoid it or change positions just slightly
Okay.
to make it go away.
I see.
And if you can't find a way to make it go away, stop.
Okay.
That's not something we push through. Those cramps that we talked about earlier, push through those. So a couple different feelings that we're going to feel, and we want to make sure we're not pushing through knee pain thinking that's going to help us. So just a quick understanding there. So from here, we're going to imagine we have a fixed femur here because our knee's kind of on the ground. And then if this is the head of my femur, I'm going to try to imagine my pelvis rotating back. So you're going to imagine your butt kind of sinking back to my hand. So let it drop. No, don't let this go. So imagine your butt dropping to my hand. Like relax it. This is a hard one. So this is not like, it's not like you're trying to force it this way. What you're trying to do is take the pelvis and let it go. So eventually it's going to do this. It's going to twist over the head of the femur. And breathing, relaxing back through here is going to be part of your practice.
Okay.
I find this is one of the hardest stretches for my clients to find. So it's going to take a little bit of exploration.
Yeah.
Don't be mad if like, I can't feel it. Eventually there's going to be a day where the thing just lets go and you're like, oh, this is the feeling I'm looking for. One of my best analogies for this is feeling like you have a spiral fracture in your hip capsule. That's the feeling we're looking for. I know it doesn't sound good, but we're literally trying to break this pelvis and hip capsule up so it has a little bit of rotation through there. So are you feeling anything today?
Let me try it again.
Okay. I saw it relax a little bit there. That's
Yeah.
good. There, that's it. Yes.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Yep. Like that. So it's not like you're trying to force it there. You're actually trying to let it go.
Right.
That's the tough part. And breathing again. In for 4, out for 8 is another strategy just to hang out here and try to explore this. So I suggest when you first start using this position and trying to find an internal hip capsule stretch, is spend 5 minutes here on your own. And just work on your breathing, work on trying to let your pelvis off the top of your femur go. It's not an easy thing to think about, but eventually we'll start to become more and more familiar with this sensation of finding the stretch here. Make sense?
Yeah.
Get anything yet?
No. The moment when I let it go, my knee
wants to come up.
Yeah.
So you're just trying to keep that down. That's the anchor point, and then trying to just feel that relax. And honestly, like most people don't feel it the first time they try. So that's just something to keep striving for. So what we're going to think about here is doing a couple different motions. We have progressive and regressive tissue we're going to be working again. So the first one you're going to think about doing is external rotation of your thigh. So you're going to imagine if I had drew an X on your thigh here, you're going to try and turn this whole thigh back. If I turn this thigh back, there's going to be pressure with your foot into the ground. Okay, so you're going to we're going to ramp that up percentage-wise. I'll give you 20, 40, 60, 80, and then max effort. And you're going to try to rotate externally as hard as you can.
Okay.
Without changing positions in your upper body, we're going to switch to internal rotation, which is your regressive tissue. So again, X on your thigh, you're going to try and rotate that forward towards the ground.
Okay.
Your heel will get lighter.
Okay.
May come off the ground. Doesn't have to. Okay, so don't feel like if you're not getting off the ground, you're not succeeding. If anything, if this thing just gets a little bit lighter, you're closer to end range, which is a good thing for our pails and rails setup.
Okay.
Okay, so first thing, we're going to get tension in your body, tension in your arms, tension in your belly. This leg's going to push into the floor. 20% effort, we're going to start feeling external rotation of this right hip. So we get a little bit of pressure into the floor. And we're going to start to build that up. Give me 40% now, a little bit more.
I don't think it's happening.
There you are, I'm not winning. 60%, so see how I can't lift you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
80%, go, more, don't let me win. Don't let me win. And safest, great, more. Push, rotate, rotate, rotate. Good, keep tension in your belly like that, and you're gonna start to internally rotate, 20%, roll this forward. Can't move your pelvis though.
Okay.
Good, 40%, a little bit more. That's getting lighter, I can feel this stuff firing, good. 60, more. 80. And safest, greatest effort, right here, fire it, fire it, fire it. Can you feel this getting lighter?
Yeah.
Good. Keep going, more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. How'd that feel?
Yeah, I feel a little fatigued, although I don't think it looks like I'm doing anything.
I was just going to talk about that, so I'm interesting you made that point too.
Yeah.
So Risong is working at a very high effort level here. I know you guys from viewing here looks like we're not even moving, which he technically isn't. But the effort level internally here is really high, okay? And this is where we're gonna make a lot of changes internally, which is the best thing for any athlete, because all of our movements are created internally to external outputs. And if we have better perception of what our hip capsule is and what it can do, where it can produce force, it's just gonna be more stuff you're gonna have to use as tools in your sport and in life. I know we care more about our sport than life sometimes. But just so you can see, like when I was pulling his leg up here, he was not letting me win. So there was a high level isometric into the floor here and rotational input into his hip.
Yeah.
And then the regressive tissue, again, I said he's not going to probably move, and it didn't move, but we could feel this foot getting lighter, and more importantly, he could feel his hip capsule trying to lift that foot, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So again, this is one of those things, effort level is important, and if you work hard, you're going to make change in your body. Great job. Let's flip sides, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. I promise you'll feel that one. All right, so we set up on the other side, 90-90 again. We're going to find passive stretch into the trail hip.
Yep.
Hands behind, and you can kind of scan upper body position too. You can rotate left and right, lean back, lean forward. It's all about exploring to find that best stretch. And everyone's going to be in a little different position. So we're trying to feel femur head again, pelvis rotating off of the head of that femur. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. How'd this side feel on the stretch? Any different? Same?
Not sure. I think it's about the same.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Any sensation of stretch, or is it still kind of a foreign feeling for you?
I think there's some stretch.
Okay, good. We'll take it. We'll take anything we can feel. Feedback's important just to kind of see what you're feeling in these stretches. And again, on your own, you can spend a lot of time just exploring this and finding the stretch here.
Yeah.
So just to review our 2 contractions we're going to do. We have our Pales contraction, which will be external rotation of the left hip, foot pressure into the floor. Rails contraction, regressive tissue, we're internally rotating forward. Foot should get light, and we'll ramp those intensities up again.
Yeah.
Okay, so tension belly, tension arms, front leg push into the floor. We're doing external rotation left hip at 20%. So imagine like gear 1 in a car. We're just gonna start to ramp up that intensity. 40%, a little bit more. So notice I'm starting to pull his foot here. He's not letting me win, so there's some tension here. We like that. And 60%, good. 80%, nice. And safest, greatest effort, go. Don't let me win. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that belly tension, arm tension, start to internally rotate. Heel gets light, 20%. Pelvis doesn't move, hip capsule does. 40%, rotate, rotate, rotate. 60, 80, and safest, greatest effort, go, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good, relax. See if you can find a stretch again, breathe. Any difference on this side?
I think it was a little easier than the other side.
Yeah, so I could feel more tension on that first one, doing external rotation when I was trying to pull your foot off. To me, it felt like I had to pull harder.
Okay.
Well, then the other side, just my feedback, but it seems like you felt the same thing.
Yeah.
How about your internal, the lifting part? Did that feel a little easier too?
Yeah.
That's the part that's harder for me to see because there's no movement anyways. But
Okay.
more importantly, it's what you feel,
Yeah.
even versus what I see. So I love that. Good job. All right, let's slowly peel on up out of that. And notice how he's moving slowly out of this. This is good. It also means he worked at a really high intensity level.
I couldn't move any faster.
Okay, and then the last little check-in today is going to be our hip cars again. So we'll do one each leg. Just tick-tock for me. Again, feedback. How does this feel? We've got a lot of good inputs on our hip today.
Feel my wrist is
Is wrist a little sore?
right.
If your wrist is tired, go on your fist for me. See if that makes any difference.
Yeah.
Is that better? Okay,
Yes,
good.
yes.
A lot of people, wrist extension doesn't feel great. So
Right.
we'll modify if that's an issue.
Okay. Same thing, right?
Same thing, one each direction, yep. And your job is to see how it feels compared to the previous iterations that we've done today. Both the warm-up and all the check-ins between all of our hip work. Great job on your pelvis too. So we're starting to feel what our hip is and what our pelvis is and how those are different. Love it. A little shaky, a little more tired?
Yes.
That's good.
But I feel like I have more control.
More control.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
The other one, right?
Other side. Yep, one more each on the left. Beautiful. Yep, and we're just a little shaky at the edge of that circle, but that's good. We're trying to scour a little bit bigger. Great job, Lisa.
All right.
Woo! So I know it doesn't look like we did a lot today, but I promise you, Risong's feeling like we did a lot today.
Yeah.
Again, effort level is going to be the big thing that dictates change in this work. And so if you can start to figure out how to work at that maximal effort in these positions, keep exploring that. Again, it takes practice, takes time to feel what that max effort feels like. I promise you will feel the change in your body and also in your golf swing. So awesome job today,
All right,
Risong.
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cancel my next golf practice session.
Maybe good for next week, right?
yeah.
Just kidding.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
All right.